and we will talk with the sponsor of New Jersey's bill later in the program. Electronic voting continues to pose a threat to our democracy. 32 states use e-voting systems. This broadcast has made it a priority to bring you the very latest information on which states have moved away from electronic voting to a paper ballot in the interest of making sure that every vote counts. Now, just 1 week before critical primaries, e-voting is still a concern in Texas and Ohio.
Today I started
Ohio and Texas, tight races, flawed voting systems, a potential problem in counting the votes. In Ohio, the Secretary of State insisted on running tests that found critical security failures with the electronic voting systems used in that state. She then urged 57 Ohio counties to switch to paper ballots, but she didn't require it. So many counties still haven't switched and don't plan to.
There is a resistance in the state to making this change, and that's why it's important that she use her power. Her name is Jennifer Bruner. She ran in part on the platform to do something about this.
Computer scientists who specialize in electronic voting systems say because of high expected turnout in Texas, any problems with electronic machines may result in long lines and chaos. They also say the state is vulnerable to massive vote count problems.
In the case of Texas, they're still in the dark ages in a number of the big counties where they're using all electronic voting with no paper trails or paper ballots at all. They also don't do manual audits.
Concerns about the consequences are rooted in bad experiences elsewhere. For example, in the Super Tuesday state of New Jersey, voting machines in 6 counties recorded inaccurate turnout. Sometimes fewer Democratic voters than it should have, sometimes fewer Republican voters. Tallies did not match up. The state says the election results are not compromised, but the manufacturer has no answers yet about what happened. Issuing the statement, Sequoia is currently working to isolate and determine the specific cause of an ancillary reporting issue. Now, deadlines for securing the vote are being missed all over. New Jersey was supposed to have all machines retrofitted with a paper printer by the primary. Now that may not happen in time even for the November election. In Ohio, discussions about what to do in November are now being underway between the governor and the legislature, but it's too late to do anything about next week's crucial primary. Coming up, the military wants a pause in troop reductions from Iraq this summer. We'll discuss that with one of our nation's most respected